area, welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Channel and Travel Corner, where we keep great radio from the past alive. Today, we're going to New York and 101 WCBS-FM New York. Since 1972, WCBS has been playing New York's greatest hits. It originally played songs from the 50s, 60s, and 70s with some current songs thrown in. They ditched the currents in the late 80s and became a pure oldies station. And the station was a market leader year after year after year until 2005, when some brain surgeon at CBS said, "Hey, let's ditch the top format and change it to something everyone will hate." And they did. They changed it to Jack FM, no jocks, no personality, except in the sweepers. People hated the personality. For 2 years that went on till somebody said, "Hey, maybe we should just go back to being CBS FM and playing the greatest hits." Which they did by 2007. They brought back the station. They updated it a bit. They ditched the 50s and were playing 60s through 80s music. As time marched on, they dropped the 60s and started focusing on the 1980s. Now, WCBS-FM had some legendary names that worked there, like Jack Spector, Joe O'Brien, N Nite, Don K. Reed, Harry Harrison, Ron Lundy, Dan Ingram, Joe McCoy, Bobby J, and the voice heard on this Aircheck, the one and only Dick Heatherton. Oh, where'd he go? He's gone. Anyway, Dick, before working at CBS-FM, spent many years at WFIL in Philadelphia, cranking the hits, and WPOP in Hartford. I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to have the chance to work with Dick Heatherton in the 1990s at WBBF-FM in Rochester. And he was the nicest guy and a great talent on the air. If you like what you hear, feel free to give the Aircheck a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel too if you like, and after you do, smack that bell. And you will be notified anytime we post anything new. All right, let's go back to the 1970s and the one and only Dickie Heatherton on 101 WCBS-FM New York.
WCBS-FM New York.
Whether the Arab oil embargo is off or on depends on whom you listen to. Bill Gillian reporting, WCBS-FM News. Good afternoon. Secretary of State Kissinger said today he has received no word yet on whether the Arab oil-producing countries intend to lift their embargo against the United States. In a television interview earlier in the day on the CBS Morning News, Vice President Ford had said he understood from Kissinger that the embargo has been lifted. But Kissinger told newsmen Ford apparently misunderstood his remarks. The two men had been together last night at a dinner given by Jordan's King Hussein. Sources in Tripoli say official announcement of an end to the embargo is not expected before Sunday. The Los Angeles Times reports that the agreement to lift the embargo is limited to a 2-month trial period. A Brooklyn grand jury has indicted 12 men on charges of bilking homeowners on aluminum siding and remodeling jobs. The men are charged with frauds totaling $110,000. Those indicted on grand larceny and other charges were identified by authorities as Albert Greenberg, president of Expert Remodeling of Plainview, Long Island; Bernard Lavender, president of All Weather Exteriors of Belrose, Queens; Harry Nikias, president of Grandview Aluminum Siding of Baldwin, Long Island; Vincent Yanes, owner of Yanes Construction Company; and David Meineke, described as principal of Emco Company, Plum Grove Renovations. That's a build-it, fix-it, and house doctors company. Special State Prosecutor Maurice Najari said today's indictment of 4 narcotics detectives brought him a good deal closer to the brains behind the theft of $73 million worth of narcotics from the police department. 4 men indicted are detectives Maximo Jimenez, Dominic Butera, and James Conovan. Also, Detective Sergeant John Hourigan. President Nixon lost the last member of his original cabinet today with the resignation of the Secretary of the Treasury. George Herman reports from Washington.
George Shultz, the last remaining member of President Nixon's original cabinet, said today that he leaves his job filled with gratitude and respect for the president. He said his departure is not connected with the Watergate and that he just thinks that 6 years of government service is enough.
I think there is a tendency to perhaps stay too long, in the sense that you don't quite have that ability to get up for a wide variety of topics as strongly as you once were. And I think it is well to move along and let somebody else do it for a while.
Schultz served President Nixon as Secretary of Labor, Director of the Office of Management and Budget, and finally as Secretary of the Treasury. He's been one of the President's top advisors and a member of the Super Cabinet, and he's widely respected, admired, and even liked by the bipartisan power structure of this city. George Herman, CBS News, Washington.
And things are looking up in San Francisco. Mayor Alioto reporting some progress in negotiations to settle a strike by municipal employees. The WCBS-FM weather, sunny, breezy, and cold the rest of the afternoon, a high 40 to 45. The clear and cold weather will hold through tonight with a low around 30. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with seasonable temperatures, a high in the mid to upper 40s again. The present temperature in Midtown Manhattan, 45 degrees. This is Bill Gillian, WCBS-FM News.
WCBS-FM. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night, I was wishing and a
CBS-FM with Dick Heatherton, Prince of Pastrami, people. I tell you, the musical treasure there from Bobby Dash, probably from the Bronx, New York. 1958, Solid Gold and Splish Splash. Well, what a delightful day, huh? At 3:07 at Solid Gold CBS-FM. We are aware. We must play good music today. Definitely. Back to 66 we go. Spoonful on 101.
WCBS-FM.
CBS-FM with Dick Heatherton. There's a sound that just grows and grows the older it gets. Love it. From the album All Things Must Pass, album gold, George Harrison and My Sweet Lord from back in 1970 here at Solid Gold CBS-FM. Mostly sunny, windy, and cool this afternoon. Clear and cold tonight, 47 degrees. Here's Ed Townsend.
For your love.
CBS-FM, for your love, I'd do anything. Or To the Woods. 1958 gold from Ed Townsend here at Golden 101.
If you're shopping for a small car, be sure to see a General Motors dealer. Because GM offers more kinds of small cars than anybody. 40 in all. Count them. 5 Chevrolet Vegas, hatchbacks, notchbacks, and wagons with gas-saving 4-cylinder engines. 12 Novas, practical, versatile, comfortable. And 3 sporty compact Camaros. Your Pontiac dealer has 6 great little Venturas with standard 6s or available economy V8s. And 4 Firebirds, starting with a low-price 6. Then there are 3 Oldsmobile Omegas, all easy to handle, easy on the gas. And from your Buick dealer, 3 Apollos, hatchbacks, coupes, and 4-door sedans, plus 4 Opel Mantas, the best-selling car in Germany. So whatever kind of small car you want, remember, GM offers more kinds of small cars than anybody, 40 in all, because at General Motors, we want you to drive what you like and like what you drive.
Fall into the Gap now, get to the Gap.
We got 4 tons of Levi's waiting for you.
At the Gap now, fall into the Gap.
It's the world's greatest selection. It's true.
At the Gap now, fall into the Gap.
Whatever your shape, sex, or size,
We got your favorite Levi's jeans. At the Gap now, shoot about the Gap, Gap. Fall into the Gap.
Let's say you put it together in a few pounds, huh? You're over 30 and you've got muscular legs. Any of these could make a pair of Levi's jeans feel snug on you. Unless, of course, they're Levi's gentlemen's jeans. Got for extra comfort in all the snug places, but with the same great fit that made Levi's famous. They even come in colors, up to a 44 waist. Levi's gentlemen jeans, now at the Gap, open 6 days, 10 to 9:30. The Gap in Manhattan, Kings Plaza, Queens Fashion Mall, Staten Island Mall, Massapequa, and in New Jersey at the Brunswick Square Mall and Livingston Mall, opening soon at Paramus Park, New Jersey. Got the Olympics from 58.
Golden 101. CBS-FM. To save my soul, I get love the Western.
CBS-FM with Dick Heatherton, a little shoot-em-up bang music. Western movies, y'all. That's the Olympics from back in 1958 here at 101 at 320. And never on Sunday doesn't apply to the Brooklyn Public Library, i.e.
WCBS-FM. My friends all tell me go to him, run to him, say sweet lovely things to him, and easier.
CBS-FM with Dick Heatherton. Oh, Essex had a biggie back in 63. Here's your said and done. All right, women's lib. Okay, here's a song just for you. Helen Reddy, your leader from back in 1972. CBS-FM. Couple of buckaroos off the musical plane had a biggie back in 1966. Brothers Righteous and Zoe here, they're back together again. Like to see them come through with a few more hits. 332 at Solid Gold Radio with the leader of Lasagna Land.
Sure, you have psoriasis. Those awful symptoms. Your doctor's seeing that flaky red patch of skin near your ankle, or the one at your knee, or the rough red flaky look of your elbows. Sometimes it itches, sometimes it doesn't. Most times, psoriasis symptoms look awful and unpleasant, and you wish you could do something about them. Well, you can. Remember this name, Sorex. I'll say it again, Sorex, P-S-O-R-E-X. Sorex medicated cream. Used regularly, it doesn't just help loosen and remove scales, it also reduces redness, calms the itching. Look, I could tell you lots more about Sorex, but you don't want to hear words. You'd like to see the results. Okay? Try Sorex. We'll guarantee satisfaction or money back. Just send unused portion to the makers of Sorex. No prescription needed. Do something about your psoriasis symptoms. Get Sorex medicated cream today. Don't wait. Don't suffer. There's even a Sorex shampoo.
Good morning, ma'am. I believe you called police headquarters. My name is Lieutenant.
From the homicide division?
No, ma'am, the yogurt division.
What's yogurt got to do with crime?
Oh, it's criminal what some people have been doing to yogurt.
Really?
Oh, yes, ma'am. See, some people are killing yogurt by modernizing the way they make it.
Is that bad?
Bad? It's grand larceny. I mean, you take my people. Been making yogurt for 40 years. Maybe you've heard of it, ma'am. Colombo yogurt. Anyway, Colombo's the only yogurt made the original old-fashioned way, so it tastes smoother and richer. Here, ma'am, why don't you just try it?
Yes, Lieutenant, but the reason I called is my husband. Something terrible has happened.
I'm very sorry to hear that, ma'am. Is that your husband there on the floor by the TV set with his feet sticking up in the air?
Yes. Oh, my, this is delicious.
Ma'am, well, we can talk about it when you finish the yogurt.
Dick Heatherton.
It's not good.
WCBS-FM.
CBS-FM with Dick Heatherton, Clarence Frogman Henry. With a name like that, you'd imagine maybe he's a Southern politician or something, huh? Frogman, y'all, huh? It's 24 minutes to 4 o'clock at Golden 101. This is a bit of surprise here in this song, thinking I'd be hearing a little bit of Rick Nelson. You're surprising me. What a surprise all day long. This is Song 6 and Love's Theme.
WCBS-FM.
Since you're gone. Since you're gone.
CBS-FM, where all the good songs have gone. Yeah, that's Solitaire, or better known as Since You're Gone. Oh, yeah, I remember that song. Embers from back in 1961 and doo-wop music. It's all the way up to 47 degrees in New York. Mostly sunny, windy, and cool this afternoon. Clear and cold tonight. High 50, low 32. Once again, 47 degrees at Golden 101.
Ladies, if you're serving more spaghetti and less meat these days...
I already tried 500 wonderful ways with pasta.
But I want to tell you about one wonderful way. Spaghetti with milk.
Milk?
Milk. Milk gives you a very large share of your daily nutritional needs and costs less than almost any other protein source.
You mean if I'm serving meat substitutes, maybe I should beef up the milk at mealtime?
That's using your noodle.
A message.